we live on YouTube?
Well, hello, darling. Hello.
Hello.
This light is okay because I'm like, I'm playing around with it. I don't know if it's going to work.
Okay, well,
I'm trying to get it to work. There we go.
And we're live.
Yes, we are. We are live stream right now on TikTok. Hello, TikTok. And of course, our channel in Third Eye Inquiry. Wow, how exciting.
Thanks for being here.
No, thank you. We're co-hosts now.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Me too. Okay, so let's start off. My audience knows who you are. Well, knows who I am. They don't know who you are.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Gia. You guys probably recognize me from TikTok at 45 Gia. I'm a psychic medium who also, when I do tarot, and I incorporate astrology and numerology. And one of my things I've been hired for in the past have been crime cases. So when Julie said, hey, listen, I want you to, we want to do this. I like what, working on cases. I saw your stuff. I want to work with you. Let's do a channel. And I thought, that's perfect. I don't mind doing dailies and all of that, but I'd rather just use my talents for some good use,
Okay, so we really don't know how each other are going to work and play off of one another. Hi, Jean. Welcome. Hi, Bobby. Welcome.
Hello.
So we'll find out. So thank you for being here. Thanks. I was going to ask, you do other things too.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So besides being a psychic medium and all that, I'm also a clinical hypnotherapist. I'm a Reiki master. And then I work in healthcare during the week. And I'm a mother of two grown children. And unfortunately, for those people on TikTok who do see me normally read, I usually have a cat back here, but Mr. Gray, who's not my cat, who is always over here when I read, he moved. So Gray's happy in his new home.
Aw. Hi, Iron. Hello, TikTok.
Thank you for joining me, everybody. Thank you for coming in. So everybody, I did ask Julie, I said, we're going to introduce ourselves and talk about what we do. But I did ask her, I said, let's work on a case. And she said, well, what case do you want to work on? And one that somebody's been missing. Hi, everybody on TikTok. I have my TikTok here. Has been the Nancy Guthrie case. And I've got some plot twists. So I'm dying to see what you got too.
Yeah, we didn't share notes or anything. We just she did hers, I did mine. She does her thing her way. And we're just gonna figure this out. I actually had someone ask me, how do you do what you do?
Yeah.
Because I just tap into energy and I just follow it. Well, I don't know. It's like playing telephone in a sense. I latch onto it and I go with it. And this is pretty new to me. And I got some weird stuff and I'm just going to throw it out there. It's my turn. Something else. Oh, please do subscribe to 45 Gia on YouTube and TikTok.
And definitely everybody subscribe to Third Eye Inquiry. And if you have a case that you would like us to work on, go to YouTube and you can you can DM me here, or you can hit my email button, or we have our emails on our YouTube channel, Third Eye Inquiry. and send us the information about the case. We like to do it cold. So we would need pictures of the victim. I like to use any place that they were last seen, photos of the last place they were seen. And I personally like to use a picture of the face. Full body would be wonderful, but I'll take the face, and just a few pictures of the face and area where last seen. That seems to work best for me.
Awesome. Awesome. So I'm just curious, you do psychometry, so you're doing it visually with pictures.
Yeah. So there's different names, I just get first impressions. And usually when I work with children, because I have done that, a lot of people have reached out to me and they said, hey, we got this kid that's speaking to the dead. What do we do? And so I tell them, especially those people who really want to tap into their gifts, what they can do is psychic information is not your analytical skills. It is the first thing that pops into your mind when you look at something, when you feel it. So there's many different clairs. There's clairsentient, which is French for see. And then that's, for me, it could be a picture, and it could literally, you see me looking up and I'm watching what looks like a movie. Different movie is kind of the best way to describe it. And then there's clairaudient, people hear. Clairsentient, where they feel, and then there's another one where they can smell. And forgive me, the name is drawing a blank right now. If anybody knows it, please type it in the chat. But it's Claire something. But it's very very good. So I use all my clairs.
I'm not completely opened up, but when I need them, they're there.
It's funny. Iron Horse just typed in, a lot of people second guess themselves. We do. Even people that have been reading for a long time, we always second guess ourselves. I even years ago when I first started reading for people, I used to go, oh, I can't say that. I can't mean that. It doesn't make any sense. And that's our left side of our brain going, hey, wait a minute, it's got to make sense for us. And it's not for us. If we're getting information, it's for the other person. It may not necessarily resonate with us personally, but it probably will with somebody else. So just trust in your visions, and then document them. Definitely write. I usually have a crime book where I write everything. Yeah, I have a book. It's called Crime Book. And I just write, like right today, I was looking for it because I had packed away because I moved last year. But I keep all my notes of everything that I wrote. And I did 2 different things with mine. I'm excited to see what you got, and then I'll share mine.
Okay. Well, I don't have crime books. This is like all kind of new to me. I've done paranormal stuff. So, so we know, this is a Nancy Guthrie kidnapping case, and it's still unsolved, and she still remains missing. And so do you usually normally go over like the case details or anything like that?
In this particular one, there's been a lot in the news and everything. So what I did look at, because I took it from 2 different perspectives. I took her pictures and I worked on her pictures first. But I had a picture of her and her daughter. And I got some information there. And I wrote all that down. And then I wanted to see, because near one of her pictures, it had her birth date. And of course, I'm a numerologist. So I looked at her birth date using only her numbers for those people who do numerology. I didn't do her name. I just did the birth date. And I looked at her birth date. And then something was very interesting. When she went missing this year was only a few days after her birth date. So I thought that was very significant. So I wrote down last date seen. But then I also looked at, I said, okay, I know what her numbers are. Oh, wow. Her numbers are very karmic. And then I looked at her forecast using her month and her day and 2026. And that was very interesting. And then I looked at last 16. So I'll share when it's my turn, but I definitely want to hear what you got.
Mine's really weird. It's all over the board.
No. Weird is good. Weird is our middle name.
So
let's go.
Right. So I just tapped into the energy. I'm like, my thing is want to catch whoever did this, basically. Right. And we want her home, right? We want her recovered.
Right.
So first two things right off the bat, I'm getting a guy in the shadows around Savannah. Okay. And this was some time ago.
This is going to be interesting. Woo! Ding, ding, ding.
Okay. So this guy's in the shadows and he's in the television studio. Okay. And the studio, I feel like they were together working in the studio together and somehow there was a move. But this guy had I tapped into him because I'm an empath. So I tapped into the guy and there's something really disturbing about because this is almost like transmediumship and I don't like to tread in because it was kind of like disturbing because he was shaking and it's like obsessive type behavior to me.
Yeah.
And
can you
so
see through the eyes? Because I sometimes I can see through people's eyes.
Yes. That's what I did with some of this. Coming up. Okay. So he kept his distance, but he was always watching her. There was very little interaction with this guy, but she knew right off the bat, this guy's weird. Didn't want this guy, but this has been some time ago. This is this feels like within a decade, maybe not that long, but it's like many years this has been going on. And okay, there was something I picked up, like he was rubbing this is like a thing he does. He rubs his thumbnail off lip in a really weird way.
That's good.
I don't. Okay, I don't know. I was saying, I don't know if this is some sort of condition or reaction to the state he would get in when he was like in this like obsessive type. Like it made me sick to my stomach. He's at the time, I felt like he was around 27 years old, 28 years old, but now he's, maybe around 38. I could be wrong on this.
Well, there's such impressions. And here's the thing. When we work on these kind of things, it's the little clues. Psychics, we pick up little clues. Sometimes it's very difficult to see the whole picture because we're jumping in different things. This lady's been missing for months. So we're tapping into her energy. You tapped into possibly the perpetrator, definitely.
Yeah.
And so these little clues might help law enforcement. You never know.
Who knows? But this is like really, this has been some years. I did see some sort of warehouse. This is where Nancy may have been taken to. And felt like she was restrained and this guy didn't know that she was sick and they panicked.
I got ill too. Yeah.
And at first, when I was doing this, I really thought it was a single guy, like one person doing this.
Yeah.
I still kind of feel that, but then, like what I saw, it doesn't make sense. It makes sense that there might have been two people, like they say there might be. And because what I saw a cliff, and there was. I don't know. It could have been her pushed over the cliff. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
And so, but they were standing straight up. So it didn't make sense to me because my perspective was whoever this person is that I'm in.
Yeah, further back.
Far back. And it's like, it didn't make sense that something stood up like that and then fell down. It was somebody that maybe pushed it. So that's why I'm thinking there was two. And as I was on the cliff, I saw down below, it looked like some sort of business or government building that had a lot of, I say that because it had solar panels on it. And it was like the whole entire top, it's different than a house.
Right. Yeah.
So
Hi, TikTok.
there's something. Yeah.
TikTok, I'll put the link after we're done when I post exits into our YouTube channel so you can see the whole in case you guys miss it.
Okay, so I feel like the ransom requests, there were bogus ones and there were real ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the most recent one was a bluff.
Mm.
Okay, I got some more here. Hold on. Okay, so after this happened, because
Yeah.
I don't feel like,
Yeah, we don't see time. We just see the images. Yeah.
well, I don't feel like she's made it. Unfortunate.
Right.
And so after this, I feel like there were two guys, and they took different types of transportation away from this. So it was like a bus or a train. They would like switch up. They were switching up.
Interesting. Yeah.
And so there were several changes. They separated and they met up again. And I don't think they are from the Arizona area. I think they're from a different state. I was getting like a body of water. So I'm like, I saw like maybe Michigan, like the Great Lakes area. But then I went and looked up, and I really like to do these things cold. But I did search to see if Savannah had any connection to water.
Yeah.
And she does have a connection to the Hudson Valley River.
Hudson Valley Road. Yeah.
And
I mean, yeah.
So I didn't pick up ocean. I was picking up like a lake. Big body of water. Okay, so I'm going back. So I go back to Nancy again, where she was taken. So she like the head area was hit. I feel that's where the blood came from. I feel like she was hit, and it was on the temple, and she's near. I feel like she's located near a stream, a creek, or a river, and then.
Okay. That's good information. You never know. It can definitely be a lead, possibly. Because I have some information that's it's similar to yours. I didn't focus too much on the people. I wanted to know why this happened. Because instantly, when I looked at her picture and I saw Samantha, I said, this isn't about this woman. It's about Samantha. And so.
Savannah.
Thank you. Savannah.
Yeah. I do feel like they cased the place. The person cased the place for sure. And they made it so that they could enter.
Huh. Well,
Okay, I got more here. The second guy.
Give us everything you got. And those people that have any sort of clues, those other readers that might have clues, please put it in the chat. Law enforcement. Hey, Love Jones. Law enforcement looks at all of our stuff. And you never know, the smallest tip could lead to a break. And like I said, it's not just this one we're doing. We're hoping to do other cases in the future. And so it'll
every Friday.
Yeah, every Friday we'll be doing a case.
Hopefully. Okay, we'll just see how this goes. And we don't know anything. We're not always right.
Yeah, these are psychic impressions. These are psychic impressions. So we're hoping that we can pull the smallest little clue to hopefully bring this lady home. Hopefully alive, but you never know.
Okay. So the second guy was an opportunist. Okay. And he was in it for the money. And I do feel like there are other people that they used, but they knew nothing. They didn't know anything about what was going on. They were used like to get something done. You know, it'd be like calling in an electrician. The electrician's going to do electricity, and they don't know anything else. You know, so it was kind of like that. Okay, then I tapped into the other person, and I'm seeing wood handling. and brown carpet. So this was where Nancy was held.
Oh, okay.
And she was very confused. She couldn't answer the questions. They were like trying to like get information from her, and she didn't know anything. And that's pretty much where I left it. So
wow, very good. I like how you go in deep, and I could really see watching you get tapping, like you go into exactly how you're experiencing it when you're seeing your visions. And so, wow, I want to share mine. Mine are a little bit different. So the first thing I'm going to do is talk about the psychic impressions. And then I'm going to go back because I had I used my numerology tools. And I usually do my psychic stuff, and then I usually do astrology or numerology. In this case, I did numerology to double check my psychic work, and it was very interesting. So like you, when I looked at the pictures, I did not, my eyes kept going right to, because there was a picture of this lady and, matured lady. She was 84, and she had just had her birthday. And then there was a picture of Savannah and her mom. And my eyes kept going to Savannah. My eyes kept going to Savannah. And I said, what happened to this woman has nothing to do with her personally. It has to do with her daughter. So what I got here was the daughter has, something to do with the daughter. My psychic impressions were, this has to do with something in the past. Okay. And it has to do with a person, family, friend, or an employee, and maybe even an ex-employee. And that's kind of what I was getting. And I was getting that either husband or wife could have worked for Savannah, either both of them or one of them did. And I believe my psychic impression is that one of them got terminated. They got released. Okay. And I do believe, I don't know, I wasn't clear on which one, but one did. And when that happened, it kind of was a dissolution of the relationship. And I was going, okay, is she married? And I go, let me just write my psychic impressions, and then I'll look after to, verify that stuff. And then I went to my numerology. And then before I said, okay, let me do my psychic impressions, let me do my numerology, and then let me go back and take a look. Maybe she was getting divorced. I was trying to put it together because something kept sticking out to me. This woman had just had her birthday. Her birthday is January 27th. What's interesting is Savannah's birthday, I believe, is 12/27. So we have 2 and 7. So 2 is partnerships, 7 is contracts. 2 and 7 come to a what? A 9, an ending. So, and her birth number, which I'll go there in a second, is a karmic number. So I'm getting chills now. So I'm like, okay, there's really something to this. So I do believe, and I couldn't figure out if I'm dealing with an ex-boyfriend or an ex-employee. And I was going back and forth. But I'm starting to feel like, and you said you believed it had to do with the past, somebody in the studio. And I believe that somebody worked for her. And like I said, somebody got released. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but they were married. When they got released, there was a dissolution of the marriage, and they blamed that termination for that.
Oh, that makes sense. That's feeling right.
Some sort of an addiction. I'm feeling more like alcohol. I'm not feeling chemical, but could be. I'm also getting that they were they were devastated. They didn't feel appreciated. They could have even filed or suggested a discrimination claim. Okay. Now the other part, when I looked at Nancy, I did feel like this woman was very ill. I don't know if the time that they took her, but I am picking up that she needed medicine. And so she's without some medicine that maybe she's a diabetic, maybe she has to have medicine daily for something. And so that's what I got. I am getting that there will be a resolution soon to this. Okay. So then let me go to my numerology. I got my notes. So based upon her birthday only, She's a 26-8. So in numerology, when you have the double digits, you work through each digit to get to the single digit. And the single digit is kind of like your purpose, right? It's kind of like your highest potential. So 2 has to do with contracts. 2 is partnerships, right? And then the 6 has to do with family, has to do with heavy responsibilities with family. 2 and 6 comes to an 8. What is 8? Life, death, sex, and other people's money. It's transformation. 2 is the second house that rules work. Okay. 6 is health, work, and service. Every day, something somebody does every day. Hi. So it's very interesting. Even though these are Nancy's numbers, right? Maybe this person could have known her because they worked for Savannah. That would explain why they knew where she lived. Maybe they worked there and it just wasn't a good match. Maybe Savannah referred them. They could have been around. I mean, there's many different possibilities. But her numbers and her numbers, the 26 is a karmic number, unfortunately, because it comes to an 8. Okay. Now it's a 3rd decan Aries. Okay. And it's funny because you said the head, right? You mentioned the head. Well, what does the Ram rule? Head. Right.
Yeah.
And then it's also this co-ruler was Jupiter, which has to do with Sagittarius. So that could mean this could be a foreign person, a foreign person, which would support the discrimination thing that they were trying to say. Oh, I got released because somebody's discrimination. Okay. But Sagittarius also wants to get to the truth. It's your beliefs. It's your spirituality, your religion, your beliefs, foreign cultures, people, places. So then I took a look at, well, what was her forecast? Because she had just had her birthday. And so I took 127 and I added 26 and it comes to a 20/2. Oh my God. I got chills when I got that number. The number 20 actually is symbolic to the judgment card in the tarot. And as you see Gabriel's horn blowing and you see the dead rising up, right? So this also is a reference to the past. Right?
Oh, wow.
Gabriel comes and dead dogs don't lie, right? They have to get to the past. Yeah. So very interesting. So this particular number is ruled by what's a planet called Vulcan, which really don't hear with too much. In mythology, Vulcan was thrown out of heaven. He became the keeper of the flame. And his co-ruler is Saturn. And what is Saturn? Restrictions, confinement. Okay. So very interesting. That was her forecast. Okay.
Wow.
So then I took a look at what happened on the day she was last seen, which was just a few days after her birthday. That was 131, and I added 2026. Oh my God. That one came to a 15/6. That is symbolic to the devil card. Right? Honey, I had to clutch my Merkaba. I mean, I had to clutch it. I was like, shut the front door. I mean, I was getting chills and I was like, well, yeah, this was something that was almost like a retaliation. Now, why all of a sudden, and I go back to the dissolution of this marriage. Maybe this man was working. I don't know if it was a woman or a man, but I believe it was a heterosexual couple. And maybe this man was working for her, for Savannah. Yeah. And his life just fell apart. Now, how long ago? I don't know, but that's what I believe. And this was more of a, a revenge. I lost my family. I lost everything. So you're going to lose somebody important. And number 6 is there, right? What's 6? Family, right? So 1 is new beginnings. 5 is the 5th house, has to do with freedom, right? So 1 and 5 comes to 6. Once again, health, work, and service. Her health wasn't good when she was taken. Could have been. I mean, imagine being kidnapped. Anything's going to send you over the edge, right? Anybody would be, beyond well. But I do believe that it had also because she didn't have medicine when they took her, the medicine that she needed is what I'm getting picked up. So the number 15 is what happens when we fail to use discernment. So, like the devil is a misconception of God. It's disillusion. It represents disillusion, bondage. So this person could have been mentally unstable, which it was funny. That's exactly what you mentioned as well. Right.
Yeah.
And we're not doctors. We're just psychics picking up.
There's
right.
There's definitely something wrong with this person.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I believe that, when people go through stress, they have, it brings out anything that could be underlying, when people have some medical condition. And once again, I'm not a doctor, but it's my understanding that the brain has a chemical imbalance. It becomes imbalanced, just like your body, your physical body can become imbalanced.
That's true, but this is not normal.
Well, we don't know. We're not doctors, but it's very interesting. So somebody didn't use discernment. This person, maybe they put on a good show. Maybe they, they were good. And at some point, based upon them losing their job, I believe, and then losing, consequently losing their marriage or their long-term commitment, put them into some sort of, stress-induced condition, possibly. And so that's what I got. And
true.
I do believe that they probably knew Nancy, or they knew where she lived. Maybe they had been there before. So depending on what capacity this person worked for Savannah. Now, going back to what I said earlier, I said, okay, let me do all this, and then let me go see how many times was she married? Is she married? Is she divorced? Is she going through a divorce? What is she going through? She was married once before to somebody that worked behind the camera. Now, I'm not saying it's this gentleman, so we're not
No.
We could be happily married, but she was married to somebody in productions. Very interesting. So, and then they got divorced, and then she met her current husband and had 2 children. And I don't think there wasn't any children with this marriage. And then had 2 children. And it looked like, based upon the pictures of the kids that I seen, it had been some time between her first marriage and when the mother was taken. I mean, we're talking, daughter looks like preteen, son looks, school age. So, so
we have some similar information,
right? Exactly. And okay, so I want to share a little something. So one of the things that I do, because I got psychic kids. And so my son's very busy, but he, like I told you years ago, he used to come with me with house cleansings and all that stuff. So my son's more the shaman that comes in and cleans, and my daughter's more the psychic. And I said, hey, can you take a look and see what you get with this lady? Told me, that's the nickname I call her. She said, the daughter has something to do with it. And I said, very interesting. And I didn't share with her what I found. I didn't share with her at all. And then she said, Mom, I believe the daughter's alive. So I thought that's very—
the mother or the daughter?
My daughter believes the mother is alive.
Yeah,
I'm not sure, but I'm not sure, but I am picking up very clearly this will be solved soon. I do believe that they might be close to who did this. And then I saw one video that Savannah, and I didn't catch when it was posted. I think it was on Instagram, where she was talking to the person, and she made a very unusual statement. She said, I know you are trying to do the right thing. I know. And I was like, wow, it sounds like she knows this person. So it was on, I just Googled and I seen the video, and I said, okay, after I'd done my thing, after I got all my notes, then I went back, I found the first marriage, and then I found the video of her saying, we're never going to stop looking for her, and I know you, what did she say? I know you want to do the right thing. I know you wanted to do. So it was almost like I don't know if she was coached or it was a Freudian slip. Maybe they have an idea of who this might be.
Mhm.
But I definitely believe it's somebody that knows her and she knows them. And it does have to do with something from the past. So from our mouth to God's ears, because really it's about bringing people home, whether, we hope for the best, right? But all people do want is closure. And it's about the tiniest little clues that can break the case. So hopefully we were able to provide some today with that.
Some insight.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about, I did not want to tap into her energy.
Yeah.
Because that's like, I have fear. Like, I don't need to be in her energy. I mean, it was creepy enough being in this guy's energy and like feeling what was going on there. It's like, no, thank you. And not only that, it's like we really don't know where her, living or death situation is. Clearly.
Yeah. Well, we don't have we don't have any information, and we definitely don't want to compromise the case because, they have to keep so much stuff private. But hopefully, like I said, we were able to provide some insights, hopefully, with us looking in, and maybe, like I said, from our mouth to God's ears, that whatever we were able to pull is validation for them. And they can also take, like you came up with some really good leads about the possibly being, and if your first impression was government building, then that's probably what it is. But, or someplace with those solar panels, on the roof. So they might be able to look that up somewhere that might be able to
in on that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, how they have those, what do you call that? BLM, Bureau of Land Management.
Mm-hmm.
And they have those, they'll have buildings out there like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was feeling like that might have been. What was I going to say? Well, we're going to have to do this again. I was like, did you want to take any questions from the chat? Did anyone have any questions?
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions? For my friends on TikTok, we're doing a live stream. I will link the live stream when I post my recap for you guys if you want to see the whole video, because you're only seeing me talk. But I will post it. And I will be doing live readings after the live stream here on TikTok. And I'll be on my channel on YouTube as well, doing some live readings. Does anybody have possibly any clues that you would like to add for the Nancy Guthrie case? Any psychic impressions? Please post them. We'd be interested in hearing. Would there be medication track that she has a heart pacer? Oh, she had a heart pacer? Oh, interesting. How do you distinguish personal feelings and serious answers? Well, that's a good question. The way that I do it is I just clear my mind and I look at the question. Like I said, my focus was this woman, but I kept going to Samantha. And so my impressions were based upon, I took my psychic impressions and then I double checked them with the numerology. So I don't know if you caught that and you could see there's some parallels. For me, it's a double check of my work. But usually it's a focus. Oh, hello, spiritual alchemy, energy transgression. Hi.
That's me.
Oh,
that's me.
Like,
that's my other channel and pops up when I type from there. For me, you have to learn when you're doing this work and you're doing the psychic work, you have to separate yourself.
Right.
And you just have to go with what you're picking up. Right. And you kind of have to go, shut up, self. Mind shut off. And this is, we're tapping into that energy. And I had someone explain this one time and they're like, someone's doing like mediumship and they're picking up a can of navy beans. Well, that doesn't seem like it means anything to you as a reader, but it means everything to
Right.
them.
Somebody typed in there, Savannah has nothing to do with it. I know this. Yeah. We're not saying that she did at all.
No.
We're just giving psychic impressions. And I personally, based upon my psychic impression, was that it was somebody that worked for Savannah. And because, and I don't know if you heard that, but because something happened in some sort of work or business situation that ended their employment, that this was this person's kind of downfall, and it was like a revenge thing. That's what I'm getting.
We're not saying that Savannah like had this happen with her mother, by no means, or anybody in the family.
The person they showed on the video is a close acquaintance.
How do we know this?
Here's the link. Thank you. I looked at her, and I looked at her daughter, and then I found the ex-husband, and then I listened to Savannah's video of her making a plea to the abductors, and that's all I listened to. I looked at her birth date, and that's all I needed to do the rest of the work. And I looked at the birth date and then the last scene date, because that's what I wanted to look at. And like I said, with 26 being a karmic number, as the third deacon Aries, and that confirmed her impression of the head. And then this year being a 20/2, that's a one-on-one and judgment, because it's ruled by Saturn, which is restrictions, and Vulcan. And then unfortunately the day of was a 15/6, which is synonymous with the devil card, because 15 that would be the card of bondage. And it's very interesting. Saturn is restriction, the devil is bondage. So that's kind of how I double check my psychic work, is I use everything in conjunction. So hopefully that made sense for you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I was explaining to the people I said my daughter's psychic impression is this. And that's just it. A psychic impression is not the full story. A psychic impression, a lot of people can have psychic impressions, and that's why we say this should be taken as fact. It should be for entertainment. But we happen to pick up, very interesting, that all three of us got Savannah. we're that it's leading to something connected, or a person connected to her. Yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we should have another show next week if you're up to it and you're game for
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go she's gonna go hop on her
YouTube
TikTok account,
and then do readings on TikTok and YouTube live. I'll do some live readings.
I want one.
Okay, we can do yours now. I'll do yours now, lady. So you guys get to see me. Let me just pull my crystals back so I can move my laptop. Oh my God, this is so much fun, you guys. I loved it. So much fun.
Yeah.
This is, and for those people on my TikTok, Julie Ann is actually, what is your channel on TikTok?
Oh God, I just shut my TikTok off.
Okay.
It's like nobody's watching.
But if you guys have seen me on TikTok, then you've seen me read for her. Ooh.
It's My Spiritual Alchemy Energy. Wait.
My Spiritual
I need to change this again because I spelled alchemy wrong.
Very interesting. Something is coming through for you financially, because we got Saturn and we got Taurus, and it rules the number 2. So this is also, but this can also be work, because the second house is work. You're going to be out there in the public, like you're getting out there in the public. So this is just, and taking a risk. So the risk is here, number 1, with Saturn and Aries. So I'm going to put that for you guys can see. And this particular deck, as you guys know, because I'm never a gatekeeper, is called Oracle of the Rising Sun. Now, I've got resistance. You're done fighting this stuff. Like, I know what I need to do, and I'm kind of scared, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But you're doing it. So you're definitely, you're leaving your inhibitions and you're moving forward. And with Taurus and Mercury, you're trusting, and your foundation speaking. I feel like there could have been some resistance naturally, because most of us tend to be more introverted, which I am. I seem extroverted, but when I go out in public, I usually have headphones on. I want to be kind of in my own world. And you're leaving that. And guess what you got next?
The world, I don't know.
I know. I love this for you. Achievement, the 10th house, public image. You see?
Oh.
The sun is highlighting you, highlighting your work. 10th house is you're going to be seen.
Nice.
And with Capricorn, you're going to be kind of an authority. You're breaking ground. You're somebody setting up structures, and you're going to be known as that. Like an achiever. Capricorn is money. It's let me set the foundation, and so you really are foundation for achieving. So this risk that you're taking and that you're not resistant is going to bring you your foundation.
It's this show and my other show. Did you pull cards on the show?
Oh, you want to pull cards on the show? Okay, let's do something.
Our collaboration.
Yes. I almost said third eye blind.
No, we are third eye seeing.
Yeah, third eye activated. I'm going to be posting the live stream that we did on the Nancy Guthrie case. I'll be posting it when I do my highlights here on TikTok. I'll be posting the link to that channel on YouTube for you guys because it's very interesting. We came up with some very new things. Hi, yes, I'll do a reading for you. No problem. Let me do this. Wow. Okay. We're really enthusiastic and we're getting out of our thing. So we got 9 is the first one. Enthusiasm, the sun in Sagittarius. So here we are with the 9th house. 9 talks about not just endings, but 9 is if you think about 9, it is the Virgo number, right? But it also talks about being very wise. It is a very psychic number, 9 and 7. I mean, there are more psychic numbers than most, but 9 is one of the most wise, mature psychic number. And with the sun is bringing our beliefs, our philosophies, our spirituality into forefront. And it's funny because we're doing it on cases. And what do we have? The Lost card. You see that? Saturn and Pisces. Oh, wow. Well, Pisces rules the 12th house. Okay. So the 12th house, and we're talking about a possible loss of somebody, right? Somebody was missing. You pick up that they may or may not be around, right? But the 12th house has to do with tapping into the unconscious mind. It's the house of the ethereal. So in astrology, there's several psychic houses. Now, there's lots of theories, so I'm just giving you some theories. You don't have to take this as fact. I believe that some psychic houses are 8 and 12 and 3. Now, do you have to always have water in those houses? No, you don't. You don't. I happen to have planets that are associated with water, but also a strong stellium in my 12th house. So, and that has to do with Virgo. So I've got Uranus conjunct to Pluto right there, right sitting right on my ascendant.
I got Capricorn in my 12th.
And now Capricorn is a very psychic planet because you have it in the middle of the goat's horns. So in ancient Babylonian, that is a psychic. But also another way to tell too is the South Node or K2 sitting in the first house. These are people that walk between two worlds. Mm-hmm. And I happen to have that. And in your case, remember when I first did a reading and I'm like, there's something with, I want to see if I'm right. I want to see if I'm right. And I looked up your natal eclipses, remember?
Right.
And you have your natal eclipse, like my daughter, like myself, in Pisces. You're a natural born psychic. So there's many different ways to tell. But so you've got a stellium in your 12th. My daughter's got a stellium. Oh, no, you got, stellium in your 8th. My daughter's got a stellium. My daughter's got Pluto too in the 12th.
Oh, no.
And then she's got Pluto, just like you. And then I've got my stellium in my 12th house, but it's it's well aspected to my 10th house in water, and then also my 2nd house in water. So, there's many different ways that people can have.
That's pretty powerful, right? Your 10th, isn't your 10th house? Your
10th house is your public image. Yeah. But your 2nd house is where you make money. And it's well aspected to Pluto's well aspected to Neptune. I make money through spirituality. I make money. I just have faith. I could be down to my last dollar, and all of a sudden, boop, somebody will call. That's how it is. I don't worry about that. If you do the work and you do it genuinely, the universe always provides. So true. So now we're very enthusiastic. We're going to be dealing probably with more sad cases of 12th house, Pisces, spirituality, the ethereal tapping in, right? But then also loss could be some, not just missing person, but death cases. 12th house also was institutions, jails, hospitals, things like that. Okay. And we were talking about somebody who might not be well, possibly. And so here we're getting out of isolation, lady. And it's interesting. I'm going to show it in reverse because that's how I see it. But this talks about the number 6, Saturn. Okay. And 6 is Virgo. So you see how this person is fretting? You see that?
Yeah, that's me.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but think about this. This is what we do 6th house is our body. Okay. It's our body. And it's also what we do every single day for work or what we work on every single day. So now in reverse, you're no longer working. This doesn't feel like work for you. Okay. And rebellion, also in reverse, you're not going to fight it. You're not going to fight it anymore. And it's the 11th house with Mars and Aquarius. Of course, you're not fighting it. You see how they're hitting the thing? Well, what is Mars? We're taking actions through groups, friends, and associations. Hence, we met on TikTok. And then we created, Third Eye Inquiry. We're hoping to grow and invite more people onto the show to help us work on cases. And if you have a case you'd like us to work on to do some psychic work, please hit the email button on the top of my TikTok, on the top of Julianne's Third Eye Inquiry, her channels, and her TikTok as well. There's email buttons here on Third Eye Inquiry. Email us the case information. We'll work on it. And you can be a guest on the show too, even if you're a reader. We want to, all helps. Go ahead.
And we're open to do paranormal stuff too.
And if you've got ghosts in your house or you got something going on, we're going to have you turn your camera, walk us through, and we can see what we can get after. Yeah,
absolutely.
I definitely believe we can do this. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love this. So you're not fighting this now, where maybe before you were a little bit hesitant to work with people.
Yeah, that's
nope. And I'm getting out of my own head. I'm doing this. We're going to work on cases, and I'm going to move forward. And this is going to definitely, with enthusiasm, putting us there. We're going to get to the truth. The 9th house is the truth. Sagittarius wants to get to the truth. And we're going to be highlighting. The sun is going to bring light to this. So I think this is going to be huge. And the more we get to help people, the better it's going to be.
Yeah, this is
She's very amazing. Oh yeah, she's a gifted reader.
She is too. You got compliments in here too. So I don't know if you saw it. Gia is cool. Love her knowledge.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. So yeah, we got good. Oh yeah, we got good. We're going to be, I think that people are going to notice our work, and I hope that it can help some cases. Even cold cases. They don't have to be public cases. We just wanted to start with a public case. Yeah.
Thank you, Heather.
My crime readings, my opinion in our community. I feel like I was helping people and not harming them. I'm looking forward to this. Yeah. Here's the thing. And am I taking too much time?
No, this is like, we can go 2 hours, whatever you want to do.
I shared with Julie, and I did share with my own channel. The only reason I started a TikTok is because I was being literally going through what would be equivalent to the Salem witch trials at my full-time job. Okay. And I had to prove what I was a reader. And so the only way to prove this, and I'm probably still under investigation, was to actually read. And so I started reading. And I started working on my own situation to uncover what was going on because they were not transparent with me. And so I understand how you feel. But if you truly believe in your, doing help, and like I said, you might have a small clue that can break something for somebody. I've worked on cases privately. She's worked on cases. You know, we're out there. We're not known. People don't know. I mean, I've read for
Not
long.
yet.
A lot of them. I don't want to name, but a lot of them. Big people in companies, they would fly in from New York. So, I mean, we're utilized. Who do you think forecasts all of those, you know, money forecasts and financial forecasts? Those are astrologers. Those, they call them financial analysts. Those are astrologers.
Well, the president would call in astrologers, right? And psychics.
Oh yeah, it's well known, well documented. And if you think our president now, with his wife, who comes from the Balkans, which is a deeply spiritual community, okay, Hungarian, she's what, Slavic something? I promise you, she's advising her people. So yeah, you know, and it's about the work, and you just have to. The more I got in it, the more I was doing daily readings, and I've always followed my intuition. And lately, it's been telling me, "You're done. You've proved what you needed to prove. You don't need to do this." And then I said, "Okay, I want to just do work that's a little bit more meaningful. I don't need to prove my innocence anymore. I'm already done, and I just intuitively know it. And now I'm working with this beautiful lady."
Oh, thank you, Gia.
Working with this
lady too.
Yeah.
And you're very gifted, and I'm really excited to do this project with you. And there's a couple people in our chat that are wanting to have readings. I know you want to get over to your YouTube.
Oh no, we can work on this one. Okay, so type in your question, and then do you want me to go first, and then you give your impression after? You can do let's do it together. Why not?
Okay. I wasn't anticipating.
That's okay. And then I can take questions here on TikTok as well, and then I'll read them on Third Eye. And I know you guys can't hear it, but I can give you at least your reading there too. Okay. I was never in for money, likes or follows. Just wanted to give victims and their families some peace. Yes, absolutely. When I say I was hired, you know, some people made a donation, but I never. No, never. Okay. I don't have a question. Okay. How do you say their name? Forgive me because I'm dyslexic.
ERRT Radio.
ERRT Radio. Okay.
His name is Ron.
Okay, Ron, give me a second. I'm going to tap in. Okay. Straighten out my back. And I'll see what I get. Okay. What you can expect most times with me is information for you as well as people you know. Okay. Some things might make sense. Some things might not. I'm going to do a quick, fast one, and then we will go to Julianne's information that she has. Okay. Ooh.
I'm intimidated.
Oh, don't be. Stop it. Okay. It looks like, Ron, you know, and I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting, and then I'll delve a little bit more into it. Okay. I'm feeling like something happened. You could have had some sort of disagreement with friends. People could be, and I've had this happen. You know, you're very original. You know, you're a forward thinker, and a lot of people may or may not understand you. And, you know, I'm feeling like there was some enterprise you wanted to do that was very original, but, you know, we had somebody you could have been working with, a companion. Now, this could be personal or professional or family, and it's all in reverse. Okay. And so that could have been in the past or now. But what I want to say is, if it's a situation like that, it will be worked out. We've got Jupiter in Libra, and it talks about negotiation. And so this has to do with, it could be a contract or a marriage. Okay. So if you're dealing with some sort of personal thing with business, or something that you wanted to, kind of like what we're doing, partnering, and maybe things didn't really pan out, or you're still working on it. Don't worry, you guys will work it out. Okay, go give him, Julie. What you got?
Okay, Ron, I'm tapping in. Like, is there something going on with your back? Like, it hurts. I feel like you're trying to take care of this, and I don't know if you're doing physical therapy, but you're steadily going to get better. You're going to recover from this. You're going to find out exactly why this is going on.
Come join us.
This is
inquiry
backing up
on YouTube. We're doing live readings.
What Gia said, don't compromise in this
Things will be
situation.
worked out. Yeah. I wonder if it's stress induced because it looked like he was under some sort of stress. There was no original ideas. I think.
We just got a bunch of.
Huh?
Everybody wants a reading now.
I know. Oh my God. Okay, Ron, let us know if that's hitting. We'll move on. Who's the next one?
Bobby. Bobby's next.
Okay, Bobby. What is Bobby? Just want a general?
Yeah. And then it'll be Heather.
Oh, yes, Heather. Okay. Okay. So I see sweet fish, right?
Okay, well, this is Bobby.
Okay, Bobby. Okay, Bobby. Let's see what we got for you. Ooh. Hold on. Ooh. Okay. Give me a second. That's interesting. I just felt something. Okay, Bobby, you might be. I'm picking up. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, Bobby, what I'm getting for you is you've had some time where you've had to, where you really were trying to figure out. Okay, I feel like I'm working through a minefield. It's kind of my sense, and I feel like you had to be adaptable during conditions, whether we're talking about person, place, or situation, that you really there was no flexibility in there. But I want to tell you that whatever wave you've gone through is pretty much over. And what got you through it is your enthusiasm. Because, looking at this could have been, so with adaptability in reverse, there were things hidden in communications. And as you can see with number 3, this would be, excuse me, guys, I have to fix this over here. Oh, okay. Give me a second. This would be third house is brothers, sisters, cousins, your network, people you work with, stuff like that. And, this was really challenging for you because, there was no harmony or, you really didn't feel like you were getting anywhere. This feels like a work situation. But you were able to get through it despite what they were hiding communications from you. And this could have cost you maybe a promotion, maybe they cut your hours back, something like that, but you stayed positive. And the truth came out with optimism. What was hidden about the truth came out. Now, things are going to harmonize for you. Okay. Mm-hmm. And this has to do with your contracts. This could be with your partner. So now this doesn't have to be work. This could even be a personal relationship because 7th house is also our mates, like, our significant others. And now we got excitement. So if somebody came in between something, don't even worry about it, honey. It's getting smoothed out. Things came to light.
That's pretty right on there.
Oh, okay.
Because I know it's his situation and it kind of is reflected here. I just know a situation. So your situation with like you were nervous about the last time you were in here and got a reading. They've been watching over you and making sure everything's gonna work out. You got a reward from it, okay? And you found out that you didn't have anything to worry about. You didn't have to move. What was going on, it cooled down. So thank you, Bobby. All right. Heather's next.
Heather's next. Okay. Does Heather have a question or just in general? Welcome.
I do have Sweet Fairy and Sunshine and Magic after.
Okay, so is Heather just wanted general? You guys here on TikTok for 45 GFM, go to YouTube and go to Third Eye Inquiry. Come there. I'm going to jump off here and I will put my links to our show here for you guys to watch it. But if you want readings, come over there right now. Okay, I'll see you there. Bye. Let me get off here and now because I can't do 2 at the same time. Okay. All right. So
it's hard.
It's hard. I mean, it's one thing just to stream, but I'm just realizing they can't see what we're seeing. So what I'm going to do is every time we have a show, I'll just put the link like come here. But yeah. Okay. So we're doing one for Heather, right?
Yeah. General.
Okay. That person I first read for, he never responded. Was there any feedback on that? I was just curious.
Bobby?
Not
You just said thank you.
No,
That's all he
the other
said.
guy. The other guy. Remember the other guy?
Oh, Bobby. I mean, Ron.
Ron, yeah.
He said, yes, I can share with Julie later.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Heather, what I've got. So Heather, I'm not sure if you have children, but maybe somebody has. I'm feeling like this could be a situation with children. Let me know. If not, we're dealing with kind of a personal situation there. Somebody wasn't using their intuition. Okay. And I feel, sometimes if your children are dating somebody and you kind of get a vibe like, oh, that's going to work out. I see, kind of something with who they're with, because we got intuition in reverse and discovery in reverse. But we have here acquisition. So somebody could be dating somebody for their money, because the number 2 is there. So maybe it's somebody met somebody at work, whether it be you or them. But like I said, we got somebody didn't follow their intuition or discovery. And then, it's going to be hard to detach from this person because we got detachment. And with the 11th, they might be part of a friendship group. So this could, and the reason I say children is because we have a fair, but see the number 5, that rules children. You see the little babies there? And Leo is the love of children. And we have quarrel, an argument. So I'm thinking, if we're talking about children, maybe you have a teenage child, or, somebody just dating, or you yourself are dating somebody that maybe your child doesn't like. Could be something like that. No children for babies. Okay.
This might apply to her channel.
Huh?
This might apply to her channel.
Oh, okay. Well, it's very interesting because somebody's not using, I would say if you are getting involved with somebody, use your intuition, okay? Because we do have a fair. So somebody or something somebody could be acting childlike, but it's upright. But we also have quarrel. So, but 5th house is also creativity. So you could be dealing with somebody if they're coming after you, kind of like, in a troll way. Somebody might be threatened by your creativity and want to argue with you because you have quarrel here. And that is the number 4. So somebody's going after somebody's stability, 4th house. Maybe she's very nurturing. And, just don't detach from these people. Okay. You got to, here is we're detaching. So here, when they come on, and I've been called everything but a child of God, everybody knows. So fake, fraud, phone, everything. And, my mods just block them. We just block them and get them out. So yeah, don't let it get to you. Don't argue with them. Detach.
And so what I got for you is originality. Blaze your own trail, Heather. Blaze your own trail. You've got a lot of creativity. You've got a lot of knowledge to share with people. You do you. And it's like, this is saying, this is not competition with other people. This is summoning your own courage and your own self-confidence in yourself, right? And then you got this. It just makes sense. Like self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. So like, even if you have to do it alone, go and do it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You don't need a co-host. You are capable of doing it on your own. That's kind of like what you're saying. Like these partners aren't working out too well for you. Don't worry about them. Do you?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
There's always going to be people up there saying negative things all the time. They're working from ego. The people that like your stuff, will be right with you. They'll bring more people. Okay, what are we doing next?
Sweet fairy-ish.
Ooh, sweet fairy fish. Fairy-ish?
Ish.
Fairy-ish. Sweet fairy. I'm gonna call you sweet fairy.
Oh my goodness. Should I probably like all of these cards are pretty much fairy cards.
Yeah, I'm just using this little deck to make it easier. Ooh, sweet fairy. We got some interesting ones that popped out, and I take them the way that they fall. So, ooh, okay. Excuse me. Let me get some water, you guys. Allergies. Okay. Well, I'm getting that there could have been some sort of, well, I've got fortune, and the way that I read inverted as is coming. So I would say with fortune here, number 5, your work, you know, you might, it looks like your work or something that you were hoping to, you know, bring you, you know, some attention, because 5 is your own business too, right? It's creativity. It rules Leo. It gives us freedom to have fun. You know, maybe things have slowed down quite a bit. And so I would say, you know, just watch your money, right? On top of it, we have negotiations. So you might be dealing with some sort of work project or something that, you know, negotiations have slowed down, but you're in it for the long haul. And there's times even on my TikTok where I have a bunch of people and then a little bit of people, you know, it happens. So I wouldn't worry about it. There's been some sort of, it looks like, you know, in your head could be thinking about it with loss, you know, thinking about the money or, you know, things of that nature, and letting unconscious fears come in. Don't even worry about it. Let it go. And because we've all, I started my channel on TikTok with, I think, 3 or 4 people on my live, and then hundreds would come. Now with speculation being the last card, it's upright. Man, that's Jupiter. You're gonna be stable. Cancer is the strongest sign of the zodiac. The 4th house is your foundation. It's set. You're gonna be able to take care of yourself. Don't worry about it. You know, let it go. Let those fears go. The more you stay in fear, the less you're able to manifest. So believe in you. Be your own cheerleader, okay?
Wow. Okay, well, I'm kind of backing up what you just said.
We'll want to do the health issues. Oh, hoping to start soon. Yeah. Well, it's going to slow down, but, you know, you'll be able to start soon.
Potential. Think big for your future.
Oh, Tay's here.
Yeah, I got her.
Oh, that's my Tay. Okay, good.
Opportunity knocks. Go for it. Okay? You're going to have some opportunity here. And live life to the fullest. Like, these aren't very deep tonight, but they are sending you a message. So I do feel like you're coming out of it and what you've been going through. So I hope that helps you.
Well, you know, this month we've had a solar eclipse in Leo that rules creativity. And then the last one, which we will all feel because it's going to be in Pisces. But it's going to be a partial lunar eclipse. So it could be emotional. Okay. Especially for those people who have it's not a full lunar eclipse, it's a partial, but it's still going to be in a water sign. So anybody with heavy water might feel it, especially in Pisces or at the degree that the lunar eclipse will be on. But understand that eclipses are changes. They're reset buttons. So change is very imminent. I mean, very, very, you know, things, this too shall pass. Nothing stays the same. Okay, who's next? I know my Tay wants one.
And I got sunshine, I got magic with moonlight, and Tay.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Ooh, Tay, I got some good ones for you, honey.
Are you doing Tay right now or sunshine?
Oh, are we not doing Tay? Or no, I didn't know who we were doing. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, oh no, I lost sunshine.
Okay, we're doing sunshine. Okay, we'll do sunshine and then sunshine's next. Okay. Okay, well, sunshine.
You're on the list, Tay.
Tay, you're on the list. Okay. Okay, so sunshine's next. We're doing sunshine. Okay. Ooh, that one came out. Holy moly. Sunshine.
Okay, Tay. Sweet. We'll be with you in a moment.
Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay, listen, Sunshine, you're going to need to make a decision real soon because it looks like you got some money coming in. This could be through work, or because it's a 10th house, it could be through family, but it doesn't say inheritance, but it does say riches. Okay. Saturn does rule older people, Capricorn. So this could be legacy money, inheritance, payout, something like that. So you're going to need to make a decision where you're going to live with a third house, number 3. Need to communicate that. It looks like you haven't been really thinking about it, but you need to get going and be careful, because when you get some money, you're going to get a lot of people coming, and we got flattery in reverse. Okay. Remember the people that were there when you didn't have anything. Okay. See them for who they really are. Okay. With the number 12, we want to be sympathetic, but you see the little fox in the back. Be careful. Okay. Be careful of flattery. Okay, see the 2 faces? Be very careful and watch what you share. That would be my advice.
Okay, Sunshine, you got money. Find a way to abundance. Money. She just said money. That's why I'm holding my card up. I'm like, really? Money. Okay,
Yeah.
you got potential. Think big for your future. So things are coming in. And I do feel like there is love potential coming in for you. And then you got competition, summon courage and self-confidence. You got those boundary things that you got to work on, like we've talked about, and keeping your autonomy. So that's kind of basically what Gia's saying here too. So, okay.
Yeah. Who's next?
Okay. Magic with Moonlight is next, and then Tay's next. So
okay, Moonlight. Let's get Moonlight. A general. Thank you. Magic with Moonlight. Ooh, how neat. I love that. Let's see what we got. That one fell down. Ooh, okay. I'm going to take it. Interesting. Ooh. I feel like Moonlight is, this is going to be a very big year for Moonlight. Very big year. I think she's going to be, I don't know if Moonlight's a woman or a man, but she's got some fulfillment. He's got some fulfillment coming in, because I think you're getting out of us, not feeling fulfilled. And as you can see with this one, with the number 9, you could have been maybe thinking about either being a student or teaching. Maybe something wasn't fulfilling, but you've had patience here. Okay. Patience with work. You're more into health, work, and service. So what you're doing, you're going to change. And when I read your thing, I felt like you're on a precipice of doing something that's going to be big for you. It's something you're very devoted in. This is devotion with your contracts with everybody in here. It's going to bring you money through partnerships. And then here you're learning new things. So you could even be traveling or learning. If you're doing magic, maybe you're learning about Egyptian magic, or you're learning about Arabic. You're learning other mantras. And you're not going to let any one thing kind of take control of you. You're going to start taking control of your stuff. And I feel like this is going to be a big time for you. So whatever you were doing, it wasn't paying off, but you're going to shift gears, and this is going to open a lot of doors for you. That's what I got.
Can I just give you a reading? That sounds like that's a very, very on target in the last couple readings I gave her. And so I got triumphant. You're going to be triumphant. Like, yeah. I know in one of the last readings I gave you, like, things were coming in for you. Yeah. So you're going to be triumphant. You are being looked over, horse is there for you, honey. Horse is there. He's like giving you the side eye, like, it's go time, honey. It's go time. Okay. But you also need to.
He's like, this is go time.
like that. She literally has a spirit guide that's a horse.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So
something's shifting. Yeah.
Sleep. Okay. You need some sleep. You need to rest so that you can, get on that horse and go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Mikey Myers.
Okay, we gotta do
Tay next. Put you in the queue, Mikey. Yeah.
So
please don't forget Tay is next. Yes. Is Mikey
Let us
Myers
know.
one of yours?
I don't know, but Mikey Myers, oh, Lord,
Okay.
never know. Yeah. Okay, so let's do Tay. Thank you. But, oh, wow. Send me the link, and I got to enjoy this. Oh, wow. Thank you. Oh, so glad, Bobby. Oh, good. I was wondering if you resonated with your reading. That's awesome. Okay, so we're doing Tay. Okay, ready? Oh. This is going to mean something when I get this. Let me do it again. Oh, good. Oh, Tay, you're getting activated, baby. You're getting activated. Something switched in you. Wow. Yes, it sure did. Okay. So, Tay, trust and believe. I've got right now inverted. You know how I read. It's coming in. So your independence in groups, friends, and association, especially with your mom with the moon, you're standing your own. You're becoming your own. Like I got this. I don't need any support. I got this. Here you are. You don't have to worry about being ego and caution. And I don't feel that's you. That's definitely not you. But fifth house could be children or somebody acting childlike. And the sixth house talks about Mercury and Virgo. So you're not going to be dealing with, could be mother figure, very, very critical. Okay. It's all in reverse. I see you becoming more independent and you're shutting the mouths, if you understand what that means. And you made it through things with endurance. See the sun and Scorpio, you're very powerful, very, very powerful. And I truly believe that something's activated in you to turn on your own psychic stuff. And I believe you're getting your spiritual inheritance. Yeah. Saturn, you're getting something from, you're getting activated through your ancestors here. Yeah. We got a double 8. And this is going to be able to, you see how they're farming? You could be doing planting, you're planting seeds, emotional seeds. And you see with the Capricorn, it has to do with work. 10th house. You're going to be like somebody that can take care of you. I'm here, an independent woman. Okay. Yes. And it's going to grow very, very, I see you just doing tremendous. Whatever you're planning, Tay, you're going to be harvesting those seeds very soon. It's going to take care of you. It's going to be very, very good. Yeah. Very, very good.
These cards pretty much reflect what you said. Okay, you're making the goals. You're the leader. Look at that. This is like the strength card in the tarot. And she's boss. She's boss lady.
Yeah. Oh no, not me. Hey.
Okay. I was saying like you.
Yeah.
Her. Okay. Like she's leveling up, right?
Yeah.
Opportunity knocks. Like, look at that.
Wow. It's a card.
Glass ball. Go for it. They're saying like go for it. Make your goals. Go for it.
Yeah.
And like make the best choices, Tay. Make the best choices. Like because you are going to have multiple opportunities coming in, and you'll have to like decide which one am I going to take.
Yeah.
Like what am I going after? Okay, I think we have one more. Mikey Myers, are you here? Like, is that a real name?
There he is, Mikey Myers. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, but are they here? Yes.
Yes. Okay, Mike, here we go. I hear Mike Myers. I hear that movie theme.
Yeah. My roommates are into that.
Oh gosh.
I'm like, is that them?
Oh, Mikey Myers, we got something for you. You're welcome, my Tay. I love you so much. Thank you so much for supporting us here. I've just got to do something different, Mama. I love readings, but I got to do something different, Okay, Mike, you're another one. You've had to weather some stuff here. Okay, you're very, very powerful, but you've had people around you. Okay, that you see the sneaky fox. You got rid of people that were peeping in on you in whatever way, shape, or form that is. See something, brought something you didn't see clearly. You couldn't see the people clearly. You do now. Okay, you do now. Somebody, I don't know if you had some inheritance, could be gone, could be spiritual inheritance or literally an inheritance. Somebody probably was after your money, and they could have showed up as some sort of companion, okay, or relationship, okay. I'm feeling like you got rid of that. Somebody might have tried to secure the bag, okay. That didn't happen, but and luckily for you, because it looks like, you know, you're on your way to fulfillment. You're doing some traveling and you know, learning and teaching and exploring there with Saturn. You know, you're taking your money and you're investing it in yourself, and it's actually whatever you're looking into is going to bring you great fortune. But I think before that, you know, you've had to weather some storm, whether it be in a marriage or a high level commitment that you just didn't see clearly. But it looks like things are changing for you and for the better.
Okay, you got memories coming up, cherished memories of loved ones. So this would be like the Six of Cups and the Tarot. So I do feel like some memories have come up where you haven't thought of these in a long time, and you are treasuring those times that you had, but and you know it's time like to live in the here and now and to move forward, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting there. Opportunity knocks, go for it. Go for it. Things are changing for you, and you got the new beginnings here. So go for those new beginnings, those opportunities that are coming in. And you are a very original person, so blaze your own trail in this. Like, don't hold back, because what is coming in for you is a lot. A lot of good. I mean, you're gonna have, you know, like all of us, you're gonna have your day-to-day stuff but overall is gonna be good. I hope that helps you, Mikey Myers.
Tag Team Tarot. Oh, he said to call this Tag Team Tarot. Yeah, that might be a good, tag team. And well, Third Eye, Inquiry, and then the Nancy Guthrie case and Tag Team Tarot. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, I did. That's what I was going to say. Like, well, that concludes our tarot for card reading time. I was going to, I had someone that is going to go to, I forgot the name. I think it's a hotel in New Mexico. And I asked them, would you go live when you go there? Will you go live with me on the show?
Yeah.
And they said yes. So I'm excited. Like, so if you know anybody that's got like going somewhere like a haunted location, or if you're going to a haunted location, let us know so we can like coordinate a show with you, and you can go live with us and we can stream it.
Yeah.
If you're not so camera shy to do that with us. So.
Somebody's an hour away from New Mexico.
Yeah, Ron moved from Missouri to Arizona. So.
Yeah. That's Apache. That's Navajo and Apache land out there.
Okay, so I just enjoyed this thoroughly, and I hope we can. We'll continue. Do you have any idea what we're going to do next?
No. What case do you guys want us to work on next?
Anybody have a case?
And for those that are interested, I did I looked at 2 cases on TikTok. I looked at most recent was the Hayden Panettiere situation, and I looked at Nolan Wells, and I also looked at who's the other one? Clancy, the lady that murdered her babies. So I'm curious to see, and I didn't go as deep as I did here, but here I wanted a different perspective because I just did real quick on those.
Yeah, go check her out. at 45 Gia
Gia.
on TikTok.
Yeah.
Gia.
Yeah. 45 Gia. GIA. Okay,
Like
ladies
the
and
cars.
gentlemen. We have fun.
Okay, well, thank you everyone, and we'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow. Are you going to be on? Are you Gina? I'm going to call you Gina. So
that's fine.
Are you going to be on TikTok over the weekend tomorrow?
I probably will be on over the weekend. I'm going to probably do a live on TikTok right now, and then do a live on my channel on YouTube, because I haven't used it for so long, for a little bit, and just see who comes on. You know, or I don't know. Maybe not. I might not, because I like reading, but not that much. I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong.
You're really good at it.
I just make it look easy. That's all. But yeah, I want to work on another case. Definitely do. So, you can find me on TikTok at 45 Gia, GIA.
That's what I was trying to do.
Instagram, and on YouTube, it's under my name. Let me see if I can put it in the chat. Okay, join chat. Okay. Okay.
It should be in the description.
Okay. Yeah, it should be in the description.
It should be on the show description.
On the show description is all my stuff, guys. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll be on tomorrow night at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time doing readings, and then be back Monday with The Alchemy of You. More readings on Wednesday, same time, and then Friday, this show, it's Third Eye Inquiry.
Yes.
Thank you and good night.
Bye-bye.